Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel here for the London Sevens semi-finals. There's actually a bit of a thrilling contest going on between France and Australia at this very moment, but the next game is the one we're going to be talking about. Argentina versus the Samoans, a fantastic fixture anytime it takes place. And this time in the London semi-finals will be no different. Looking through at this Argentine starting lineup, it will be Santiago Alvarez. Hermain Schultz got a good bit of size about him, so I feel like that is why he will muscle up and match up quite well up against the Samoan side. Luciano Gonzalez, Rodrigo Isgro, also Santiago Verafeld, Augustin Fraha scoring himself 2 tries in that last game up against the Irish, and Juan Palladini, the last man in the starting side. Now, I should mention there is no Marcos Maneta in the starting lineup for Los Pumas. Instead, they have decided to opt for him off of the bench. The Samoan starting side, it is Valvasa Afasua, Motu Opitai, Taunuu Naulivaya, Va'a Apilo Maliko, already scoring himself 10 tries throughout this London Sevens comp, and that is after only 4 matches that he has been able to do so. Fa'afoi Falaniko, Malani Matavao, and also PC Leilua, last man in that Samoan starting side for the semi-finals. Now, I should mention whoever wins this game goes on to face off against Fiji or New Zealand, the winner of that second semi-final, but that will also be a great game. We are covering that one just around the corners. Panthers for the win. Says Kerr there. Good luck, boys. Says Tassi and Finau, boys. Says Ferretti there. So Samoa, they are ranked 6th due to Australia losing that game to France. I believe if Samoa, even if they don't win this game, they are getting very close to overtaking the Aussies in automatic Olympic qualification. Now, that is massive for the Samoans to not have to go through that qualification period. That is exactly what they will be after, okay? Says Taloina in there as well. You can see the emotion on the face of Va'a Apilo Maliko, the tears in his eyes. He knows how much this moment means to the Samoan team. I talk about it all the time. They finished 11th in last week's competition, and the amount of improvement we have seen in just 1 week has been absolutely massive. Whereas for Argentina, they are the consistent workhorse of the Sevens circuit, always getting right up there. 4 wins in a row for the Samoans, just the 1 loss so far for Los Pumas. It's going to be a great contest when it does kick off in only around a minute's time. I should mention the only loss that Ireland, or the only loss that Argentina had, was to Ireland. They then beat them in the quarterfinals, and now they do have their spot in the semis. But do let me know your starting, or in fact, no, we'll go with, do let me know the first try scorer, who you think will score it, the exact player, and then also your score prediction. And Samoa lineup looking clean, looking very strong. Couple good players off the bench, such as a Paul Eti Slater, also Elijah Nico. He's already proven he's got the power to back up on the field to go alongside the muscle that he does possess, which is why they are only giving him short bursts, seeing as he is just a tank of an individual. But it will be the Samoans kicking off this one to Argentina, going from right to left here for Malani Matavao, and we are now ready to go in this matchup. If I had to predict who's going to score the first try, I will go with Naulivaya for the Samoans. Now, Augustin Fraha. Now, he would be a pretty decent choice. Managed to get himself 2 tries in the last game up against the Irish. Rodrigo Isgro now looks on his outside, thinks about the pass. Now finds the offload to Luciano Gonzalez. Hermain Schultz cuts back inwards, breaking through the tackle of Fa'afoi Falanico. And that's actually going to be an advantage already to Los Pumas. Run 4 from Rodrigo Isgro. The man's got more tape on his fingers than anyone else that I've seen in the Sevens competition for the corner. Fraha, and he might have just been able to score it. It didn't look like he had a chance with the Samoan defender covering, but I think he might have just kept this one in the field of play, and that might be the first try of the semi-final. 685 to the world. Uso says Palangi. They're going to check the feet here. It's looking fine at the moment. He's in the air. And, I would say it's almost simultaneous. Tell you what, it's going to be a tough decision for the TMO. There's no separation. I want to say benefit of the doubt normally goes to the try scorer. So they might say try to Argentina. But this one, like I mentioned, could easily go either way, whether it's a try or no try. And also Argentina says Xavier. And if Maliko is crying, then it might be done, says Richard Ioane. And Go Samoa, says David. The knee is what they are looking at here for. The player is in touch. It's going to be no try. Argentina unsuccessful in their first venture towards the try lane. I mean, Frahe, he's a bit disappointed, but at the same time, he's looking at it going, understandable. Now, Samoa, they will have a 5-meter line out here, just out from their own line. 6 minutes remaining in the first half, still extremely early on. And this final, or semi-final, I should say, for Amalosi also. Go the Manu says, Pesa, nice big run there from Lelua. Although great body position from the Argentine. Unfortunately, the hands went down first against Rodrigo Isgro, and he is unaware of why he was penalised. Looking at the referee for some guidance. Looks like Melania Mataval will be kicking this one into touch for the Samoans. Kicked it high. That one's gone straight sideways. Only actually just gone into touch for Melania Mataval. Not many meters gained at all. I'm betting you right that when Maliko gets his first run, it's going to be deadly, says Richard Ioane. And Go Manu Samoa says Fa'amalau, or Fa'amalu, I should say. And Melania Mataval with another line out throw. Now they are only about 10 meters out from their own line, having to throw it into Valvasa Afasua short. Now just in front of their own post. Fa'afoi Falaniko looking to step through, gets out of the tackle with Santiago Verafeld. Now Melani Matavao again goes off to the left-hand side. Here comes Va'a Pilomaliko. And rather than trying to run round the opposition, he runs straight at them. Tries to go over the top. Now back across Leilua. Now to Fa'afoi Falaniko. Another nice step there. Another offload from the Samoans. And Fa'afoi Falaniko, it's a foot race between him and Pilandini. And it looks like at the moment Pilandini, he's trying to stop him. It was high in the tackle, though. That might be an advantage for the Samoans. No, Levi scores. My pick to score the first try of the contest. No, he gave it off to Milan. Oh, he had the try, but he gave it off to Va'a Pilomaliko. Well, I mean, I was right, but I'm not, because Va'a Pilomaliko, now the first try scorer of the contest, they are just boosting him up, and that is now 50 tries from the season for Va'a Pilomaliko. That would have been a smart pick, seeing as they do normally give it off to him at this stage of the contest. Thanks for the updates, brother. And much love from Perth, says Falangi in there as well. Appreciate you being here. We have got that next final just around the corner between New Zealand and Fiji. Then we will also have the final and the third place playoff game, and he's getting the top try scorer. He certainly is. Marcos Maneta. He wants to make his way onto the field. He is now 5 tries behind Melani Matavao. Va'a Pilomaliko. Hey, well, I'm very excited at the moment. I'm getting the names all muddled up. This game, great start to the match from the Samoans. They are now 7-0 up. And Go Samoa, we love you. So says Ata. And yes, Samoa says Viniana. He needs to beat. Tell you what, 56. I don't think he's quite going to get there. 56 seems a bit too high. And it looks like there's an injury here for Fa'afoi Falaniko. Not what the Samoans want this close to the final. If they do make it through, even if they miss out the bronze final, you want to have your best side out there on the park. Now the Samoans about to kick this one off once again from right to left. And yeah, boys, says Tassi. Kicked off high from Melani Matavao. Trying to slap that one back was Motu Opitai, unsuccessful in the venture. Penalty goes the way of Argentina as well. Famalosi also says Sailai. I feel like I might have mispronounced that. I do apologize. But Samoa at the moment, they are slowly getting closer and closer to that Olympic qualification spot to get above the Australians. That is a brilliant kick downfield, though, from Argentina. Now 22 meters out from the Samoan line. And how goes it, says Curta Mumbo Jumbo, and greeting all you rugby mad haters. Awesome to see you. Awesome to you. Kudos to our dedicated commentator, Hemi. Says Mumbo Jumbo. I really butchered that, didn't I? What a kick. That was a fantastic kick from the Argentines. Looks like Paul Iti Slater now making his way out onto the field for the Samoans. Still 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Landini now, though. Ready to throw this one in. Nicely taken. Hermaine Schultz going to get involved relatively soon, but they do find the pass on the outside to Palandini instead. Looping over the top of Santiago Verafeld. Now Isgro looks for the offload. Finds Verafeld. Argentina scampering towards that corner. Big line break from Fraha. 10 meters out. Asking for the penalty there. They will end up giving away one instead to Samoans. Sell the dummy. Wide cut out pass to Hermain Schultz, and he almost went there, but he does score the try. Argentina now will get this one back, maybe to level if they are able to convert. Vamos Pumas, says Pedro there, and also try. So yeah, it was a fantastic kick downfield, gave them the territory that they needed to then unleash that dangerous attack that we have seen throughout this year in the Sevens. And Hermain Schultz, the big man, mentioned at the start, can match up quite well up against the Samoans. And fine, thank you, just cooking myself some brunch and booze. And also couldn't ask for a better Saturday or Sunday Arvo football as well, says Mumbo Jumbo Kiwi. But the kick is successful from Argentina, or did that just miss to the right? That might have missed just the way to the side. Scoreboard is yet to update, and go boys, you can do it, says Dusty. 2 minutes remaining. They are playing the classic song that is played at every darts match that has ever been played on TV. Palandini, though, kicks it off high. Chasing after this, Rodrigo Isgro, normally pretty handy with swatting that ball back, has completely missed it. In fact, nobody touched that ball before it went out, so now the Samoans have got themselves the line out again. 5-7 says... Now, that is a hard name to pronounce, I will mention. Mataval. Now going across to Paul Iti Slater. Another step there from Lalua. Offload up to Iti Slater. A lot of pressure there on him by Palandini. Los Pumas now well and truly still in that contest. The scoreboard has not given them their 5 points, but they have got them. They are sitting very close in this matchup now. Driven backwards there was Foy Falaniko Opitai. Finds the offload to Milani Mataval. They've got the advantage as well now for the Samoans. Ball put up, Paul Iti Slater. They will go back for the original penalty, and all good. Busy-ish day. I've been keeping me awake. There's Kerr. And there as well, that is going to be a yellow card now for Rodrigo Isgro. The last thing that Argentina needed at this time was any sort of card, and that is going to be 2 minutes off the field. Argentina 5 to Samoan 7. 50 seconds remaining at the moment in this first half. Scoreboard still doesn't want to admit that Argentina got themselves a try. Oh. Is that the yellow card? Okay, Rodrigo Isgro, he'll be done by there because I don't know whether or not he tipped him above the horizontal in that case. And also, vamos the Kiwi lads. Says the Blues, Nate. And also, we have got there Fa'amalosi Manu Samoa from Fa'amalu. Now, looks like they are going back. They must have TMO'd that, and the referees all agreed that it was lifted above the horizontal. Now, Milani Mataval even had to ask what the penalty was for, or the yellow card was. But now, they will be able to kick this one towards the touchline by the looks of it here for Samoa. Still 47 seconds remaining in the first half. Oh, they'll go for the scrum instead. I think that is because of that last kick from Mataval not quite having the distance on it that he was after. But Samoa, as it stands currently, they are on their way to the Olympic Games. So a massive congratulations to them. If it stays that way, they will have automatic qualification. And I cannot wait to see what they can do in France 2024. But 45 seconds remaining here. I want to see what they can do if they make it through the tough opposition of Argentina, facing either Fiji or New Zealand in the final. That will be a Pacific Island battle and a half. If it's Fiji, Samoa, might have been a penalty in the ground. Yes, there was. Hermain Schultz gives away the penalty, laughs about it. But it does mean now that Samoa will be able to take the quick tap. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Va'a Pilomaleko thinks about the pass on the outside, does use Opitai. Now Nuliavaya charging down the wing. Is he going to pass it to Va'a Pilomaleko? This time Motu Opitai knocks it on there. He was dragged down just as he was about to stretch out for the try line. And now Argentina, they will have themselves a scrum feed only 5 meters out from their line. Fiji will win, says Danston, and the Pumas will win, says Pedro. And there and go the Blues, says Dusty. Managed to find the pass on the inside to keep that ball alive, but unfortunately it was just out of the reach of Motu Opitai. Now the scrum feed for Argentina. I believe where they are on the field, with the fact that Rodrigo Isgro is not out there and they are playing with 6, it would be very smart to kick this ball into touch. Jerry Tawai will be insane, says Danston there. Have they given him a starting lineup spot? No. Oh, yes, no, they have. He's going to get the start right. They've kicked that ball into touch for Argentina. Now at halftime, the score is 7 points to the Samoans and 5 for the Argentines. But anyone who is new to the channel, Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have got plenty more action coming just around the corner with New Zealand versus Fiji. That is going to be a very entertaining one, so be sure to keep an eye out for that other matchup. But yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more sevens. We've got the final as well, just a little bit away. Cover quite a bit of union on the channel. We'll also have that Sevens Olympics coming around the corner. And a better is the BAME. BAME, you are struggling with on the chat. Oh, no better. No better. Oh, okay. Yes, no, I see the way that it could look that way. I'll call him that anyway from now on until he corrects me. Been a while since I've heard Jerry Tawai. He's been about for the Fijians, but hasn't quite found that same momentum that he once did, unfortunately. But every once in a while, he has a moment of brilliance, such as when he scored that last try in the Toulouse Sevens. And let's go, Samoa says Ata, and also Ferreira said, come on, boys. At the moment, they have had 7 tackles made by the Samoans, 2 missed tackles. Argentina, 6 tackles made, 4 missed tackles. So Argentina having some uncharacteristic statistics there. Normally, they're very strong in their defense. Samoa, whatever happened in between last week and this week, they can carry on that momentum to the Olympics. They're going to be an extremely hard side to beat. Brian Lima making sure that this side know exactly what their task is at hand. I wish he was only 20. He is soon to retire, says Richard Ioane. Yeah, it is a shame that all the great players do eventually hang up the boots. I'd like to think he'd have some sort of role, whether it's a part of the Fijian coaching staff or something along those lines. I feel like that would be quite cool to see Jerry Tawai still continue with some sort of role in the future. New Zealand tend to lose against Fiji when they are the favourite, says Danston. Yeah, that next game's quite a hard one to pick because New Zealand, the last time that they played Fiji, I believe they were victorious. But the Fijians probably hold almost more wins over New Zealand than anyone else, including one in the gold medal final of the Olympic Games. And Etisoni has said, go the Manu. And in there, Hamo says, Scott, and also, come on, Argentina, says no better. Pilandini going to be kicking off this one. Baluffa is also a great player. He's actually transitioned into rugby union, though, hasn't he, rather than the Seven Circuit. Kicked off high by Argentina, looking straight into the sun. Milani Mataval manages to take it nicely. I almost didn't recognize him. He's not wearing the headgear for the second half. Paul Iti Slater, he has still got his on, though, so he is very recognizable. And speaking of recognizable, it's the superstar down the wing, Va'a Apilo Maliko. Great work from Humain Schultz, though, in that breakdown to get the turnover for Los Pumas. Now Palandini going across to the right-hand side. It's going to be Fraha. Finds the pass. Here comes Marcos Maneta. He's 5 tries behind at the moment, and he wants to get back into the challenge. That's a big shot on Palandini, and that looks like a relatively serious injury here for one of the Samoan players. Doesn't look great. Did he get knocked out, or did he just get a bit of a shock to the side of the head? And also, yes, Gadamanu. And also, tell me when the benches come on, says Richard Ioane. Well, they're about to have to make a change, Samoa, because one of their players is lying face down in the dirt. It looks like it's going to be Elijah Nico, who will be making his way onto the field very shortly. Rodrigo Isgra now making his way back out there for Argentina after his yellow card. We've got the Samoan flag from Chrissy in there as well. Right, this doesn't look like a great sight here for the Samoans. So Elijah Nico will be making his way onto the field. This is actually the second player that may be carted off the field on a stretcher for the Samoans. That first player was Malo Latero. This time doesn't look great for him. You can see the zoom in of Ava'a Apilo Maliko's face. Having a bit of a chat there with Valvasafasua, who's injured, says Richard. Well, looking through at the lineup and who's still standing here, they aren't actually showing the player. But I want to say, by the looks of who is still in that huddle, I think it might be Fa'afoi Falaniko. Might be the guy who is down, just looking through at who is still standing and that huddle. Where can I watch this, Larry Bird? You've got a few options. World Rugby 7 website is a great way of watching it. Depending on whereabouts you are in the world, will depend on whether or not it is free to wear on there. But if you've got a VPN, what you can do is set yourself to a different country, such as, for instance, Romania, and then you'll be able to go on the World Rugby Sevens website and you'll be able to watch all of the games. Why not showing the video? Pretty much due to licensing because of the copyright infringement that's involved. Sadly, if we show any match footage, we get taken straight off YouTube, banned for 3 months, and then they also could potentially sue us for copyright infringement. But yeah, the World Rugby Sevens website, a very good place to be able to watch these games. And did you know that Hippo mourn their dead? Do they? I did not know that, Kerr. The more you know about the hippos, eh? We're slowly learning more and more. And Lomi has said the Samoan flags in there as well. Vamos Pumas, says Federico. But currently we have just got the stoppage due to the player did end up getting injured. So we've still got 6 minutes remaining in the second half, and there are only 2 points separating these two great sides. Whoever wins this game will go on to face New Zealand or Fiji. That other semi final, it is only 5 or so minutes away, and that will answer a lot of questions. And Lomi has put okay. But yeah, if we were able to show any match footage or audio, we 100% would. But yeah, YouTube take you straight down, and you do have that copyright infringement to worry about. And that's the thing, even a second of audio, if they pick that up, you're gone. And how do we get to speaking about hippos? Says Chrissy, pretty much the hippo has almost become the channel mascot in the last little while. We've learned a lot about hippos over the last little while. Kerr's got his mascot hippo that he enjoys seeing, and the hippo says Federico, and also Vamos Argentina says Federico. And Moneta, he is still out there. He is sitting on 45 tries throughout the series. The men's standing changes. It's actually going to have all of the changes. So Samoa, after that first leg in Hong Kong, went from fourth down to ninth. Now, that seems to be a bit of a pattern that the Samoans have followed. They've gone up, down, up, down, up, down. But just like a roller coaster, they might end up at their peak, and then hopefully they don't drop off. But that is normally what happens with a roller coaster, depending on what one you go on. Kenya says Francis, they have got their upcoming game up against the Canadians. That will be a great contest, and hopefully they do get themselves the victory. And also, Manita has no time to catch up to Maliko now. We have got a donation from Kerr with. It's a shame that it comes up as super sticker, but we've got it here, and you guys will be able to see the hippo in the chat with the hype going like this. And thanks. And that now I totally understand, says Lomi. No worries. But yeah, we will be doing all of the games, the final, the semi-final, all those ones we do cover on the channel. And we also do little previews of the matches beforehand as well. And 5 great British pounds cool, says Federico. And Captain Kerr, once again. See, that hippo's become the mascot a little bit, hasn't it? And what did you see the match yesterday? Which one are we talking, Connor? The one where La Rochelle were able to beat Leinster, I assume, is that one. But currently they are still showing the standings. He is now being taken off the field on that stretcher. How long left? We actually still have another 6 minutes remaining in this contest. Now, the reason behind that is due to that injury that we just had this game. Theoretically was going to be over a little while ago. So what we're quickly going to do is we're going to rearrange that next live stream just for 5 minutes later so that we don't end up missing any of the action. But now the scrum is about to go down. It will be the feed of Palandini and Los Pumas. It's hard for the players. When you have a stoppage, then you've got to try and find your momentum again. And it looks like Argentina have not missed a beat since that injury. Rodrigo Isgro goes off to the right-hand side now. Fraha, ball on the outside. Luciano Gonzalez bumps off Afasua, bumps off Malani Matavao. Oh, big leg chop. That might be a yellow card here for Samoa, depending on how they rule it. They may say that it was an arms tackle, so he could be all right. Hermaine Schultz, quick ball on the outside to Marcos Maneta, but it does go out. And it's a forward pass, in fact. So the Samoan line out or the scrum is what they have got now as their option. But still 5.5 minutes remaining. I'm going to go make another coffee. Says Lomi there. Yeah, she's a late night here in New Zealand and Samoa, Fiji, wherever you guys are watching from. We've ticked off a lot of countries. We've got people watching from the Northern Hemisphere, Argentina, USA. We've even had a few viewers. Yeah, wherever you guys are watching, hopefully you are enjoying the action. Are you doing the month's match on Saturday? Certainly are. Yep. And also, Kurt, you mad lad, says Ice Cartel. Now, ball's gone back across for Samoa. They are inside of their own 22. Here comes Elijah Nico. We know how explosive and powerful he is, but Marcos Maneta able to take him down. Puiti Slater joins the breakdown back across to the right-hand side. Big shot coming in on Milani Matavao by Luciano Gonzalez. Iti Slater now. Low tackle on the Oliveira. Afasua testing out the goose step down the wing. Iti Slater breaks through 2 tackles. Gonzalez takes him down. Watching from Melbourne. And there's Lomi. Yeah. Oh, so the final will be at about 2:30 a.m. for yourself. I've not been mad at all today, lad. Or sorry, lol. Says Kerr. Yeah, there's been some live streams that Kerr has broken the stream only because I forget how to talk afterwards. Argentina, who's your daddy, says Leroy. You might want to do that after the game. They just had the forward pass from Samoa. Now Argentina have another attacking opportunity. They may take the lead now in this contest. Looks like there is another injury now. 4 minutes remaining. Last four eras, we have seen three from the Samoans, one from Argentina, and I from Magiri, says Scott. And also, come on, Samoa, says Lola. And go Argentina from Los Zumeita. And go Manu Farmalosi, says Willie as well. We got a whole heap of support for both sides in this contest, which is absolutely awesome. And Argentina versus Fiji would be amazing. It's actually a matchup that happened earlier on, and Fiji were defeated 40 points to 12 in that matchup. So, yeah, I'd love to see a rematch and see how that one would turn out the second time round. Now, nice run to the short side. Little bit of a slip there. Looked like the turf bit grippy on that far side. Now Luciano Gonzalez going off to the left. Rodrigo Escro has Marcos Maneta with him. He is shut down very quickly by Elijah Nico. May have been a bit high. Yes, it was. The advantage now for Argentina. Going back across Santiago Alvarez. I don't think he'll be too far off making his way off the bench, but Fraha drives now 2 meters out from the line. Penalty goes to Samoa. And it's Malani Matavao who gets over it. He does take the quick tap with Va'a Apilo Maliko. Now Elijah Nico gonna have to pump those legs just like he pumps the iron anytime he visits the gym. Now Olivia passes across to Va'a Apilo Maliko. Fend on Luciano Gonzalez. 3 minutes remaining. This game is extremely close at the moment. Now big shot coming in again on Falfuina. Milani Matavao, inside ball, loose, and Hermain Schultz manages to get the turnover and pump them legs, boys. Says Blues Nate. Off to the right-hand side, Argentina only down by 2. That's a big Pearson run up the middle from Rodrigo Iscro. Now Verafeld goes to the right. That's almost a full pass, but it's going to be the advantage. Now Fraha testing out his stepping, and they will go back for the original advantage and come for the rugby stay for the Hippos, says Kerr there. Trying to think of what other hippo facts we know. I know that they're supposed to eat like plants, but they ate a guy's arm. It's not really fun fact, but it's a truthful one. That is going to be a penalty to Argentina. Now, they are heavily considering taking the 3 points here, Argentina, I believe, but I think they'll still go for the tap. And also, how many minutes left? 2 minutes 30 remaining on the clock. Come on, Samoa, says Lola. Now, I can't remember what my prediction was for the score in this contest. I actually said that it would be 12-12 and the sides would go to golden point time in which Samoa would end up winning. Doesn't seem like it's quite going to be the case. Not only does Argentina get themselves a converted try and then Samoa fire back right at the end. And also, this must be a record, says Mama Jumbo Kiwi. We've had a huge amount of support throughout these sevens competitions, and it is hugely appreciated. So thank you all very much for being here. Currently, we have got the stoppage, couple more changes being made for Argentina. Tobias Wade now making his way out. I have a hippo in my sevens team, says Kerr. I mean, it would definitely drive well, get some post-contact meters for you, and with the pace down the wing, should be a hard one to stop the old hippo. And let's go Samoa, says Lola. Ball fed in now. Going around the side of the breakdown to the right-hand side here for Los Pumas. Now looking for the offload. It's going to be another advantage this time against Samoa. There is a knock-on. No, in fact, it's offside. Now quick tap taken by Tobias Wade. Steps on the inside. Alvarez scores it. It was almost a high tackle as well, but Argentina now taking the lead back with only 2 minutes remaining. You were meant to say Argentina was going to win, says Chrissy. Yeah, my reverse psychology normally works in my sevens predictions, but this one now, Argentina, they have got the chance of getting up to 12 points on the board. And with 1 minute 40 remaining, Marcos Maneta, is it? No, I don't think it was. The kick misses. So Samoa, they are only down by 3 now. Problem is Hippos have bad eyesight, says Luggage. And also winning bets on the bets lately, mate. Danston Daniels. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. And also we have the oh boy, says Spider Mix. So Argentina now with 80 seconds remaining. You can see the support for Los Pumas in the stands. They are absolutely loving this action. Still 1 minute 20 remaining on the clock. And good for you. I've been very unlucky in that department. An Argentina-New Zealand showdown, says Kerr. Could be just around the corner unless the Samoans can get themselves one last try. And hit the like and subscribe to the Kiwi Lads. See, there's Nate there. Gone short. Knocked forward, was it, by Argentina? No, they say play on. Must have been flat. And now carving up the middle. Tobias Wade. Only 10 metres out from the line. Rigo Isgro. They've not numbers, but he went himself. Tried to find Marcos Maneta and blew the opportunity. Selfishness from Isgro. He might have made a massive mistake right there. It looks like it is too late for us, says Lomi. It is never too late in a game of sevens. That is for sure. And also a subscribe emoji, says Kerr. And also 50-50 my way. And also you can still do this, says Arthur. They certainly can. They've got 40 seconds remaining. They are just out from their own and goal area. But the Samoans, we know they've got pace. But Pilo Maleko, if there's ever a time for him to get his 12th try, it is right now. Scrum feed for the Samoans. Malani Matavao about to put the ball in time. 22 seconds remaining on the clock. Early push there from Argentina. The ball goes in. Now, Lelua goes across. Looks like Foy Falanico. Gonna have a bit of a step. Slings it across there. 5 meters out from the line. Here comes Afilo Maleko. Oh, he just got greedy. He was a little bit too close to the touchline. And it's called as out. He's disappointed, Afilo Maleko. He slaps the ground, as I believe that may have just been the Samoans' chance. Blown there. And of all players to do it, the man who's been in sensational form, Apilo Maleko. Now going to be a line-out throw. Australia now still have a chance for Olympic qualification because of the way that this match is about to go. If Australia win their game, I believe they still have a chance of going through automatically. Come on, Samoa. This needs to be a straight throw from Levien. Now he throws it too wonky. It will end up with a free kick. It's gone in for Argentina. They will kick this ball into touch, and they are going to be heading through to the final to either meet the Fijians or the Kiwis. Samoa disappointed. Brian Lima, you can see the disappointment on his face as well. These sides always know how to have a close performance, but Argentina managed to get it in the end. And where is this Black Magic, lol? Says Kerr. My question is, where is the fella who said that Samoa are Argentina's daddy a little bit earlier on? I feel like he will go very silent now due to that comeback, I should say, from Argentina. Vamos, Argentina, says Pedro. Vamos, says Rafael. So they will be going through to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. They're checking the feet of, yep, the heel was on the line. I got any comments on your left. AC subscribe button. Do Samoa still qualify? It's now a wait and see scenario because it doesn't quite work out unless, of course, Australia lose their next game up against, I believe they will be playing France. We will be going on to that next game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We will be over on that next live stream. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We will see you all in about 1 minute for the next one.